Hi everyone, in this video you are going to know about the validations in Pega. So, what kind of validations are required in Pega? What are the different types of validations in Pega? Validation plays an important role in every application, any programming language. As an example, for most of the websites will have a login form. In login form, we have user ID and password and submit buttons. So you cannot submit a button without providing user ID and password values. It's nothing but a providing mandatory values for the user ID and password before navigating to the next screen. So we have two types of validations. So one is client-side validations and another one is server-side validations. So client-side validations are performed on the browser and server-side validations are performed on the server side. So client-side validations are nothing but like field-level validations which are performed on the browser itself, so without navigating the server. So before submitting the form itself, all the validations will be performed on the client side, browser side. So after clicking on the submit button, submitting the form, if you want to perform any kind of validations, then you need to write a server side validations. So how to perform a different validations in Pega? So we have different rules called validate rules, edit validate rule, edit input rule, and also on the properties itself you can restrict the values, any kind of mandatory values, or you can use the custom JavaScript where you can write a JavaScript functions to validate your properties. So how to create a validate rule? So in Designer Studio you can go to the process tab and you can select the validate option and right click on that and create a validate rule, and you can provide the validate rule name and applies to class where you can place that validate rule. So once you created the validate rule and write the logic for the validate rule, so you can call those validate rules in the activity by using obj validate, property validate, or page validate. So in obj validate, like it's a server side validation. So in the obj validate you need to specify the validate rule, and once the activity is executed, that specific validate rule will be executed and you can apply that validation on your web form. And property validate is like if you want to validate any kind of property which is written in your property, the property will have an advanced tab. In the advanced tab you have a edit input and edit validate options are there. So edit input is if you want to convert any kind of data from one format to another format, you can use the edit input rule. For edit validate is nothing but is kind of a validate rule. So if you want to call a specific validate rule, it's written in the property, so you can use the property validate rule on the activity. And if you want to validate multiple properties on a specific page, so you can use page validate rule, so which validates all the properties in your specific page. So those are the different options available in a Pega to perform the validations on your web form. Thank you for watching.